Alright, let's talk sweep picking. I couldn't really do a guitar technique series and not talk about this particular technique, but I have to confess I'm not much of a sweep picker. It's something I do occasionally, but I'm definitely not a sweep picking master. But it is a useful technique to experiment with. It's another one of these techniques that's mostly associated with rock and metal shredders, but you do find it in other styles as well. I can think particularly of gypsy jazz. There's a lot of sweeping going on, but you can really use it in any style you like. And if it is a technique that you find you enjoy and get on with, then you can certainly make it a part of your style, and it can be a very effective way of playing stuff that would be very difficult to play otherwise with alternate picking, for example. Now the exercise that I've got for you goes like this. So I'm just playing some sweep picked arpeggios on the top three strings going up through a C major scale. But before we get into the exercise, I'm just going to show you the basic idea and explain the basics of sweep picking. So it might be a good idea to start with this arpeggio here. I think this is quite an easy shape to start with. So this is a D minor 7th arpeggio. So I've got the 7th fret on the 3rd string and then fret 6, 5 and then 8 on the top string. So D minor 7, and what we're going to do is we're going to sweep the first 3 notes and then pick up on the last note. So we've got this idea. And the sweeping element of this is just when you're moving your pick through the string, so you've got consecutive downstrokes of the pick, or perhaps that's the wrong way to describe it. We're not picking these notes separately. You're just picking the first note and then letting the pick fall and sweep into the remaining string. So that's an important aspect of sweep picking. I think you don't want to be going, you're picking 3 times down. You want to be picking once and letting the pick fall down, follow through into the remaining string. So it's one motion of the pick rather than 3 separate motions. So you've got the sweep and then you're coming up on that top note. Now my usual recommendation with technique stuff is to practice really slow and gradually build up speed, but somehow with sweep picking that doesn't always work. It's actually, in a way, it's easier to do this stuff at a medium or a fast speed than it is to do it at a very slow speed when you can't really get a feeling for that sweep movement. So experiment with that and just see if you can get that pick falling through the strings. It took me quite a while to get comfortable with that motion. Another aspect of this particular exercise is muting. So we're not just going like that. It just sounds like we're strumming the chord. You actually want separation between those notes. So this is where your fretting hand comes in, and as soon as you played a note, you want to be releasing pressure so you get that separation between the notes. So that's another quite tricky element of this lick, or this exercise. So that's the first thing I would get under your fingers, just that basic sweep idea using the minor 7th arpeggio. You can just work on that. You move that arpeggio up and down the neck. When you're ready, you can start applying the same idea to all of the 7th arpeggios in the key of C major, and it means you've got some more awkward shapes to deal with. So the C major 7th arpeggio, for example, is this. So 5, 5, 3, and there's quite a big stretch up to the 7th fret. So that's C major 7th, and then D minor 7 we just had, and then E minor 7. Then we've got another major 7th shape, F major 7th. Then we've got dominant 7th, so G dominant 7th. And then we've got A minor 7th, B minor 7 flat 5. That's 16, 15, 13, and then 17. And then we're back to C major 7th again. So that's the exercise. So get shredding on those sweep arpeggios, and I will see you tomorrow for another video.